So let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at a competitor and thought, how the hell are they getting all of the clients when you've got a stronger offer, you actually care about the results, but somehow they're still the ones that are winning? Well, here's the truth. It's not always the best business that wins. It's the best known. In today's video, I'm going to break down exactly why that is and how you can flip the script, get seen, get remembered, and finally get chosen. Is the best service provider always the one that gets picked? We've all heard the saying, the best service wins, but that's not really true anymore. Today, it's often the best known that wins, not necessarily the best. Might be asked yourself why? Well, because in a world full of options, recognition beats perfection. Think about it. When people are choosing between options, they usually go with what feels familiar. They pick the name they've heard of before, even if another option might technically be better. And that's called brand recall. It's the mental shortcut that leads to people to buy. Here's a perfect example. Do you all remember Blockbuster? They had the stores, the brand, the presence. Everyone knew who they were. And then Netflix came in with a far better offer, streaming. But Blockbuster completely ignored it. They relied too heavily on being the big name, and they paid the price. Now here's another example. Look at smartphones. There are phones out there with far better specs than the iPhone, but Apple still dominates. Why? Because people trust the Apple brand. Recognition creates confidence even when the product isn't technically the best, and the stats prove it. Loyal customers spend more, they refer more, they're cheaper to keep than trying to win new ones. That's why big brands pour more money into staying on top of mind. Look, I understand for you as a small business owner, this can feel overwhelming because you might have a better service than your direct competition. You might also be more affordable, but without recognition, you're fighting an uphill battle. So what can you actually do? First, you need to work on building your brand. Focus on being known, not just great. That means showing up consistently online. It means running ads that actually speak to your ideal client, and it means engaging with your audience genuinely. You need to ask your customers for reviews, whether it's online written reviews or video testimonials. The goal is to create a brand that people don't just see, they remember it. If this video gave you a new way to think about your marketing, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. I'm Cam Heisman from Campaigns You Love, and I help service-based businesses turn attention into leads and leads into loyal clients. If you've got a question, drop it in the comments. I always reply. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.